I've spoken a lot, so I'll be quite brief about it. I mean, thanks for coming, and I hope people certainly know a little bit more about Lisbon now than they did. As to the two questions, really, and by way of summarising, just refer to one or 2 points also. The simple fact of the matter is, people have a choice about Europe. People have a choice about the vision of Europe that a Euroclass of politicians, bureaucrats, and people who have the interests of capital at heart. You have a choice of that type of vision, or again, to use that phrase of Connolly's, a free federation of free people. That's a very different conception of Europe. We are certainly convinced, and I think increasing numbers of people. Roger quoted earlier on the poll that's been carried out across Europe. The vast majority of the peoples of Europe want to have a referendum, and they're denied it. That type of approach to denying democracy is leading Europe to a collision course with itself. In some regards, the disconnect that is there between citizens, voters, political establishments, power politicians, there's a huge, massive cleavage there. It's no firmament, it's no solid foundation to build that type of political establishment. I think on the basis of Europe and the trajectory of Europe, there will be a lot of change. There's going to be a lot of reaction to this. The point about what people here can do, well, certainly I would think they need to probably meditate on why they deny the vote. Why post-Lisbon, when all of these changes happen, and they are profound, I mean, not scaremongering, they are profound changes. In effect, as one person described, the federalism for slow learners. It's a long time coming, it's 58 years. It was set out in the Schuman Declaration, and it's coming to pass. That people in this part of the world need to ask themselves, well, how is it that this whole process has come and gone and we never even heard about it until 3 days beforehand? Most likely. It certainly wasn't a political issue, it certainly wasn't publicised in this part of the world. What does that say about democracy? What does that say about the European Union? All of these changes are going to happen. Back to it again, your strange analogy of a chess club becoming a hockey club, but where the membership don't have a say in the constitution has changed. They're profound questions, given that it represents militarisation. The compulsion to upgrade military systems. The French, again, another lead, Mark Mardell of the BBC, quoting that the French are going to propose that 6% of GDP go into upgrade military capabilities. Mutual solidarity, common defence. Lisbon says that there shall be a common defence. There will be a common defence policy. These are profound changes. What do you need to do? Understand, well, there are certainly some people denying you your right in that. I think people really need to meditate on that. What does that mean? How do we get that back? What type of political system will afford us that? And just to finish off very briefly, Albin's point about flags and nationalism and so on, I agree 100% with Roger. It's imperialism that causes wars. His conception of nationalism is very different than mine. Of course, he is ostensibly from a nationalist. He is ostensibly from a nationalist party. However, republicanism defines national sovereignty. Excuse me, it might be the laughing matter to you. It certainly isn't the Republicans in this room, I would think. Sovereignty, by their recognition, is defined by control by people over political processes, economic processes. That's what national sovereignty, that's what political and economic sovereignty means. It's control over the decision-making processes within the unit within which you live. Lisbon represents the antithesis of that.